And I'm Trey Womble.
And this is Bulls TV. Let's start with the story of the moment, Ukraine and Russia. What is the conflict about and how is it affecting us here? Harold and Emily have a report.
Attention SLAM students. As most of you may know, the Russian government has made its decision to invade Ukraine. In an attempt to rebuild the USSR, Putin has sent hundreds of thousands of soldiers on Ukraine's land. Ukraine is about the size of Texas, so they are highly outnumbered compared to Russia, and they are not a part of NATO. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky has declined the United States' offer to evacuate, but instead asked for ammunition. Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, has multiple bombings. Important monuments have been damaged forever. Citizens are attempting to flee and take shelter in underground train stations, and many also wait on the borders of Poland, hoping to escape the invasion. 326 Ukrainian civilians have been killed during this invasion. It is said that the number can rise greatly, causing more mass casualties. How does this affect the U.S.? The U.S. has sanctioned Russia, cutting off their U.S. transactions with central banking. With all of this taking place, the U.S. could see a huge rise in gas prices and inflation. And if Putin were to ever tread in any of the neighboring NATO countries, it would cause a war. Ukraine's military refuses to surrender amid Russian threats.
Thanks for that report. Now let's talk about something that's more positive. How about Sadie's? Zion and I have some more information for us.
On March 18th, the Sadie's Festival will take place from 3 to 6 p.m. If any of you do not know, Sadie's is where a girl asks out a guy instead of a guy asking out a girl. Also remember that the 18th is a half day as it is the end of the quarter. There will also be free dress for $1. Pre-sale tickets will be $15 for one person and $25 for two. Be quick though, because ticket prices will go up to $20 for one and $30 for two at the door. There will be food trucks, an obstacle course, and many more activities planned for the festival. All games are free, but the food is an additional cost. Remember that your IDs will be checked, and if you bring someone from out of school, they have to fill out a form. If you run out of ideas to make a poster, our student council is offering to make them for you. If you have an idea, it will be $5 and they'll make it. But if you have no clue what to do, Stuco will come up with an idea and make the poster for $8. We hope to see you there.
We anticipate a great attendance. Guys, in case you didn't know, we do have a new junior studies and personal finance teacher. Christian and I went to go talk to her. Let's go check it out.
Hello Bulls. For those of you that don't know, we have a new junior studies and personal finance teacher.
She will tell us more about herself in the interview we just got with her. Let's check it out.
Well, my name is Dr. Rachel Evans. I've been a teacher for over 20 years. I grew up in Los Angeles and then I moved to Las Vegas, graduated from CSN High School. I spent 8 years in Colorado and got to my associate's and my bachelor's degree there, 2 bachelor's degrees actually, and a master's in mathematics. And then I went to law school in Chicago and I spent 8 years there. And then I've basically come back to Nevada because I love it here. I was in Vegas and I've been teaching math, mostly at the college level, but just in general for over 20 years. I currently teach math, personal finance, and junior studies here. And I really hope that students are going to get more out of my enthusiasm and interaction than anything else, and just passion for teaching. Not just passion for math, but passion for student learning in general. So I think students need that enthusiasm every day. I think students need somebody that is not just an instructor, but somebody that they know they can come to, feel comfortable with, etc. And you know, I've subbed here before, so I know some of the students, and basically, you know, I just like it here. Go Bulls!
Help us welcome the new addition to the SLAM family.
Welcome, Dr. Evans. Now it is time to honor our wrestlers because they have represented us with dignity and high standards. Bulls, here are your wrestling state champions.
Garcia ended up winning 70 pound on his feet here looking to finish. He's gonna try. He trips. LOG here in Las Vegas, and Sterling Diaz at ATC.
Hey Bulls, you may or may not know, but both of our boys and girls wrestling teams recently became state and regional champions. This is a huge team achievement for both the teams and for SLAM. And so for today, we asked some of our two-time champs some questions. But before that, Coach Rollins has some things to share about them.
Some of our wrestling athletes and recent champions are athletes that you've been with for years now. And how do you feel about them coming so far?
I'm extremely proud. They did all the work. I tell them all the time, all I do is yell at kids. They're the ones who are doing it day in, day out for years, and having faith and trusting the training to get them where they need to be. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm going to miss you so much. Some of you have been part of my life for 12 years. I don't know what I'm going to do without you, but you better come back and give back to the next generation.
Thanks, Mr. Rollins, and we couldn't agree more. Now for our two-time champs.
How do you feel ending your senior year as a state champion?
There's no greater feeling than that. I think the most important thing, though, is that I got to secure a team title with the girls. I think it's a better feeling than being a state champ by myself. But yeah, it feels great.
It was a great feeling, but I mean, the only better feeling than that could be winning a team title, our first team title, because we couldn't wrestle last year because of the COVID season. We couldn't wrestle our freshman year because we weren't sanctioned yet. Our sophomore year we fell short. So I mean, leaving senior year as a state champ and team state champion, there's no better feeling.
Ending off my year as a state champ, I mean, it feels really good, especially getting that team title we've been working for. So ending off my season as an individual state champ and a team state champ, it feels really great.
If you have any words or any advice to future wrestlers, what would they be?
Advice for future wrestlers: grow the sport. I think that's the biggest thing, is grow women's wrestling as a whole. And I'm really excited for the future of women's wrestling in the state of Nevada. I also think that inspiring young girls and young boys as well, and just have fun with it. Remember why you do it, and that's, yeah.
I would say no matter how hard it gets, just keep going. Remember where you started. It's going to be hard, but just keep going.
Probably the most important thing is to always just have fun. Always just keep working and just trust in the process. And in wrestling, it's a hard sport, and just having fun just makes wrestling kind of easier, and it just takes a less toll on you. So that's kind of what I would just say to the future wrestlers.
Thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication. And that goes for every wrestler in every grade. Now then, that's all the time we have today, Bulls. Thanks for watching.
We are very proud of you all.
Okay, Bulls, that's all we have for now. Remember, be smart, play fair, and stay safe. See you guys next time.